49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Great spring season action this week with baseball including St. Francis battling Mitty. Cardinal Newman takes on College Park and Pioneer meets Piedmont Hills.
Softball features Carondelet and San Ramon Valley, lacrosse with Menlo and Bellarmine, and the story of the gun student athlete and the unique sport that keeps him balanced. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with a top non-league matchup between College Park and Cardinal Newman. The Cardinals off to a 2-0 start in the North Bay Oak Division with Jace Woolley hitting .550.
Newman getting a big test this week, taking on College Park. The Falcons getting ready for league play with an 8-1 pre-league record. Senior Desmond Cobb is hitting .435 for the Falcons. A battle of the birds as the Falcons host the Cardinals this week.
Cardinal Newman heading the Pleasant Hill to battle College Park Wednesday afternoon. Solid game for Will Pratt. Will the Thrill getting one of his two knocks, which includes this hit in the top of the first. Bottom one, runner on for Desmond Cobb, and Des shoots one out the center. An RBI single for Desmond Cobb as Riley Meadows scores 1-0 CP. More damage from the Falcons in the second. It's Meadows lifting this ball out the right, and this ball drops as Nicholas Moda scores. Then it's TJ Reinhardt smacking this ball out the center. Two more runs come in the score. Another run off a hit by pitch, and it's 5-0 Falcons. Great defense here. Jack Carpenter making a nice play in the hot corner and fires to first to get the out. Chase Tarter had a strong outing on the bump for those Falcons, going 4 2/3 innings, getting 2 of his 7 strikeouts in the top of the fourth. Falcons looking for more. Here's a grounder to the short. Brody Cameron flips it the second, but he ends up tagging the runner instead. It's another run for CP, 7-0 CP after 5 innings. And the defense was lights out for those Falcons. How about Nate Glasgow making a nice catch out in center to end the game as College Park goes on to beat Cardinal Newman 7-0.
Off to Washington Park in Santa Clara as Harker takes on Westmore. The Eagles on the board first. Pedro Castro grounds one to short. Westmore gets the out at first, but Matt McMillan comes in to score. Then Ryan Pham shoots the ball to right field for a base hit. Ethan Cow comes in to score, and it's 2-0 Harker after 2. Sharia Jane was great on the mound for the Eagles. Sharia getting the backwards K here. Sharia also playing great defense in this one. The junior snagging the liner for the out. Bottom 3 now, and Yash Green flies one to center field. That's deep enough to score Mason Brooks. A bases loaded walk would give the Eagles a 4-0 lead. Then Ryan Pham lines one to right field for extra bases. Matt McMillan and Ethan Cow score, and it's 6-0 Harker Eagles after 3. Westmore gets one back in the fourth as Derek Monteverde hits the ball to center. Pedro Castro makes a nice catch in center, but that will score Matthew Cote. 6-1 Harker after 4. Sharia Jane will do the rest as the junior strikes out the side in order to end it as Harker wins it 6-1 to go to 4-0 in the Peninsula Lake League. Jane with 15 strikeouts for the Eagles.
A West Alameda County Foothill League showdown as Castro Valley hosts Alameda. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Trojans have a runner on first, and it could be danger, but Mia Wong dives to make an incredible catch. The UC Davis commit showing off her defensive skills. Bottom third now, runner on first as Alicia Robertson smacks the ball to left. One hop, and it's over the fence. By rule, it's a double, and CV has runners in scoring position. With 2 outs and the pressure of giving up a lead, Julia Lambert gets the strikeout to end the inning, getting out of the jam. She's so happy she accidentally high-fives her catcher's face, but that's nothing a hug can't fix. Still scoreless in the bottom of the fourth, Michaela Ortega Tomasini takes a walk to first. Then it's Miley Snellgrove at the plate, and the power hitter sends a hard hit deep to center, and that is Gone gone. The junior's 2-run shot brings in Michaela and puts the Trojans in front 2-0. Our NCS Softball Pitcher of the Year last year, Alanis Robertson, is continuing to sharpen her skills. The Fresno State commit threw a complete game, giving up only 3 hits and 7 strikeouts as Castro Valley holds on to the 2-0 lead to beat Alameda.
Back to San Jose for some lacrosse as Bellarmine hosts Menlo. Those Knights got off to a hot start. Here's Rio Yamada going with the bounce shot, and Rio finds the back of the net. 1-0 Menlo. Trevor Vanderpyle is a phenomenal receiver on the gridiron, and he's also a great facilitator. 6 assists for the senior, finding Tyler Hankey here. 3 more goals, and it's 5-0 Knights after 1. More Knights in the second quarter. Another football guy here. It's Palmer Riley going to Vanderbilt University, and Palmer goes top shelf. 2 goals for Palmer. Bellarmine would find its first goal midway through the second quarter as Chase Rich weaves his way inside and the southpaw cashes in. The Knights have a 10-2 lead at the half. No quitting the bells. Just seconds into the third quarter, it's Max Lands working his way from behind the net, and Max delivers for one of the seniors' 2 goals of the game. But the Knights continue to attack. Vanderpyle over the Caden Chalk, who rifles one past the goalie. 11-5 Knights after 3. Bellarmine continues the fight. They outscore the Knights 6-1 in the second half. Jackson Logan led Bellarmine with 4 goals, including this goal in the fourth, but not enough as Menlo goes on to beat Bellarmine 11-8.
The Rikis Center brings us the Players of the Week each week. Scan this QR code right now to vote for next week's top athlete.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikis Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikis Players of the Week.
49ers Cow High, Jason Spitter. These are your Gary Rikis Players of the Week. Rikis Center. Oscar Navarro, reppin' Oakland Tech. His game be so fresh. He's moving with the best when he steps up to the plate. They know that he's a threat. He's swinging for the fences and he's throwing on them jets. 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He's the player of the week. Come witness the rise. He hit a pitch that was thrown down the middle. He won the game with a walk-off single. Bella Gamache, she moves like a boss. When she steps up on the mound, she ain't taking no loss. When she throws the pitch, it's a swing and a miss. The goal is to strike out every batter on the list. Only allow 4 hits and 0 earned runs. That's how you really go and get the job done on the mound. The performance was insane. She really showed off, pitching a complete game. James Spitter, 49ers Cow High. These are your Gary Rikis Players of the Week.
The San Francisco Giants bring us the Coach of the Week award each week, the winning coach chosen from the games played last week.
This week's Giants Coach of the Week is Mike Minkle from Los Gatos. The Wildcats moving to 5-0 in league with 3 league wins last week. Mike Minkle, this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week. Coming up, West Catholic League action with St. Francis and Mitty.
And West Alameda County Foothill Baseball with Berkeley and Alameda when we come back.
At Bellarmine, athletics isn't just competition, it's tradition. With 40% of our coaches and both our athletic directors being alumni, this place is more than a school, it's home. They've lived the grind, worn the jersey, and felt the pride, and now they're giving back by building the same experience to the next generation of Bells. They return because they believe in what Bellarmine gave them, and they're here to pass it on. Bellarmine Athletics, be a part of the tradition.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses US Bank Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
For 15 years in the NFL, I thought I knew what football was. But since then, I've come to know the real truth. Football is made for girls. I'm proud to once again team up with the 49ers to bring the sport of football to the next generation of girls flag football stars through ensuring access, education, and opportunities for girls in the Bay Area and beyond. Because after all,
football is made for girls.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
¿Qué color eliges?
It's Youth Baseball Day at Oracle Park on Saturday, April 4th. Young fans receive a reversible baseball sleeve as the Giants host the New York Mets. Bring the next generation of fans to Oracle Park. Grab your seats at sfgiants.com.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup each week. This is a game we thought was the best matchup of the week.
This week's game is a battle of West Catholic League powers. St. Francis comes into the game 2-0 in league, 8-1 overall. Mitty is 1-1 in league to start the week, 9-2 overall. It's the Mancini Sleep World dream matchup played at St. Francis on Tuesday. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Week 2 of West Catholic League play features the St. Francis Lancers and the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs. The Lancers feature pitcher Brody LaRocque. Brody is 3-0 with 18 strikeouts and a 0 ERA so far this season. On the mound for the Monarchs is junior Derek Allen. Derek is 2-0 in the season with a 2.25 ERA and 13 strikeouts. It's St. Francis and Mitty in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Great defense from the Monarchs early as Felix Chang steps in the bag for one, then fires it to Elijah Cronin at first. It's a double play, no score after one. Derek Allen helping his own cause in the second with a shot to left field. The ball bounces into the hole in left field for a ground rule double, but the Lancers get out of it as LaRocque gets the next two batters to strike out. Still no score after two. Brody was also getting some great defense behind him. Here's Sione Talua with a strong throw to his brother Siali Talua for the out. Derek Allen was solid on the mound for Mitty. Derek getting one of his 4 strikeouts on the game here. Bottom 4 now, and Landon King hits the ball to right field. The ball will go all the way to the fence for a leadoff double. Landon would steal third. Then it's Tanner Wall doing the job with a fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to score Landon King, and it's 1-0 St. Francis Lancers. Then it's Henry Domer adding on with a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Kyle McMillan comes in to score, and it's 2-0 Lancers after 4. Mitty looking to rally back in the 6th, but LaRocque gets the runner in a pickle. Landon King throws it to Sione Talua to nab the runner at third. 2 down in the 7th now, a fly ball to center. Jack Leeper makes the catch to end it as LaRocque throws a 4-hit shutout to give the Lancers a 2-0 win over Mitty. Here's Brody LaRocque after the game.
We knew going into it, we're not going to blow it past guys. You know, we're going to be crafty and we're going to work the plate. And I mean, I think we've been doing a great job of doing that.
In Mountain View with the Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Ivan Garcia here in Berkeley for a Battle of the Buzz as Yellow Jackets host the Hornets. Berkeley has runners in scoring position in the first. Miles Minnow sends a blooper to shallow left that drops. Quentin Hill scores from third as Yellow Jackets strike first. Then we got some beautiful base running by Berkeley as both runners go. The throw to second is not in time, and Isaiah Mays goes home, 2-0 Berkeley after 1. The Yellow Jackets score 4 runs in the bottom of the third. Enrique Sotelo smacks a hit to center that scores Akani Owoduni from third. Then it's Gabe Gonzalez sending a hit to right that goes all the way to the fence. Sotelo and Julian Alvarado are brought home, and check out the Selly. Double G is going surfing. Bottom 4th now with runners on for Miles, and the senior crushes this ball, sending it miles away, going over the parked van. A 3-run blast puts Berkeley up 9. Alameda goes into the 7th down 10-1, but the Hornets start stinging. Trevor Kapowicz finds open grass. That will bring in Matthew Davis, 10-2 Yellow Jackets. 2 runners on. The hit is deep to right. That is going back. Going back at the wall. Gonzalez leaps to make an incredible catch. Archer Schulstrom gets the sac fly as Parker Nomura scores. Alameda brings it within 4. 2 runners on. The 3-2 pitch is called the strike. Ezra Brilliant gets the reverse K as Berkeley holds on to win 10-6. Mino leading the way with 3 hits and 5 RBI.
Palo Alto and Menlo Atherton facing off Monday in Atherton, and Pally gets the bats going early. Kira Zhang with a runner on first drops a base hit down the right field line. Samantha Prabhu to third, Zhang advancing to second on the throw, and that allows Prabhu to score on the play. The Vikings scored twice in the top of the first and making some great defensive plays as well. Sodari Kadorva snagging the liner at third and tagging the runner for the double play. So Pally just on fire on all sides. Prabhu, the Vikes freshman pitcher, with one of her 11 strikeouts on the day there, but would that 2-run lead be enough as Gracie Navas settles in on the mound, throwing 5 scoreless for the Bears after giving up just those 2 runs in the first? Bottom of the 6th now, still a 2-0 game. MA with a runner on third for Molly Rosen, and Molly with a base hit through the left side. Olivia Rogers scores. It's a 1-run game. 2 batters later, Juliana Pandolfo has the tying run at third, a hard grounder back up the middle, and it plates Rosen. This game is all tied up with 1 out, so the infield is in for Kylie Cox. A chopper rolls into left field. Nava and Pandolfo score, and the Bears take their first lead of the game, heading into the 7th inning up 4-2. In the 7th, Pally gets 1 run on an error, and then the second on this base knock from Prabhu. Claire Cassane scores, and we are headed into the bottom of the 7th, tied at 4. The Bears threatening with a runner on third. The pitch gets away, and Nava scores on the wild pitch, sending everyone home. Menlo Atherton beats Pally 5-4 in comeback walk-off fashion.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a freshman or sophomore athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
This week, Gillette honors Ollie Cepeda Jr. from the Alhambra baseball team, the grandson of Major League Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda, the highly touted sophomore playing very well for the Bulldogs this season. Visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Defensive Play goes to Brandon Kinoshita from the Kings Academy. Brandon gunning down the runner at the plate for the final out of the game to secure the win for the Knights. Brandon Kinoshita with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Be sure to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at 49ers Cal High. We now have over 50,000 followers.
Thanks to everyone who supports our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive extended highlights, entire game videos, and our covered Cal High podcast. You'll find it all at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, East Bay League action with Dublin and San Ramon Valley.
And Mills battle San Mateo and Peninsula Bay League softball. But first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area softball pool. On the field, you've got your team. Off the field, you need one too, especially in math. Bay Area Tutor for Athletes lets you build your own squad, up to 5 teammates for small group online tutoring, or go one-on-one for a custom plan. We cover algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and more. Our goal? Help you meet GPA requirements, maintain your eligibility, and prepare for college. Because winning in the classroom is just as important as winning on the scoreboard.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time
time.
after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euroclinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell
food. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
On the field, teamwork makes the difference. Off the field, it's no different with the San Jose Police Department. A major reason why the city of San Jose is the safest large city in the nation.
I played high school football here in the Bay Area. Now I serve the community with SJPD. The rewards are beyond a great salary and benefits. It's about making a real impact.
Be a part of one of the top police departments in the nation. Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
The East Bay League is one of the most competitive leagues in the Bay Area, and this league is split between 2 divisions, but no matter how you slice it, you're sure to get a great cross-divisional matchup. That's the case with San Ramon Valley and Dublin.
Dublin comes in at 6-2, led by senior Ethan Ty, who's hitting .579. Meanwhile, Carson Williams has been on fire for the Wolves, batting .667. These two squaring off in Danville on Wednesday.
San Ramon Valley taking the field, set to take on Dublin. Top of the 4th, no score. The Gales have the bases loaded for Ethan Ty. Ethan with a hit out to center field. Colton Fitzgibbon makes a great diving catch. It goes in the books as a sac fly as Jacob Salvador scores. It's 1-0 Dublin. And the Gales going to put up a crooked number in the inning. Colby Brenning hits a sinking single to center. The throw from Fitz is a good one, but Connor Adams avoids the tag. It's 4-0 Dublin. Bottom of the inning now, SRV with runners on the corners. Dario Bobin gets a good piece of that one. A deep fly ball to Brenning out in center field. Charlie Rhodes scores on the sac fly. 4-1 Dublin. Next batter is Jacob Quinto, and the junior first baseman gets one of his 2 hits on the day, moving Mitch Nelson into scoring position. This is the last batter Jonah Marquez would face. He induces the chopper to Wyatt Metz at third base, and Metz makes a spectacular play to get out of the inning. Marquez goes 4 strong innings, giving up just 1 run. Dublin plays one more in the top of the 7th. Ethan Ty bloops a single to shallow center. Dylan Pearson scores from third base. It's 5-1 Gales. 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. SRV with runners on the corners. Charlie Rhodes lines a single the opposite way. That plates Fitzgibbon. The Wolves score once more on a pass ball to make it 5-3. So the game-tying run is at second base. 2 out. Matthew Phelps gets the batter looking to end the game. Phelps with a 3-inning long save as Dublin continues to roll, improving to 7-2 on the year.
The Bearcats from San Mateo getting ready to go as the girls host Mills. Mills with an early lead as Jazzy Maskey waits on the changeup and crushes it over the bleachers in left. A big blast for the outstanding junior shortstop, 2-0 Mills. But San Mateo gets one back in the bottom of the 1st, then in the 3rd. Alice Hahn takes this one high and deep to center field. And gone! A 2-run shot by the Bearcats' outstanding junior shortstop. It's 3-2 San Mateo. Still in the 3rd, 2-on for Celia Hernandez, who rips a solid single to left. Demi Alfonso scores. Here comes Destiny Zhao, and she is safe at the plate. 5-2 Bearcats. Still in the 3rd, Anya Cheng reaches out and sends a soft liner to left. Rachel Warner scores. Racing home is Marissa Kim. It's a 6-run 3rd inning for the Bearcats and a sprinkler. The Vikings get one back in the 4th. Isabel Chen sends a bomb to deep left center field. That's not coming back. A solo shot for the freshman. Chen cutting the lead to 7-3. More Mills in the 4th. Bases loaded for Lucy Esquivel, who chops it through the left side. Scoring from 3rd is Alyssa Peñas. It's 7-4. But the Bearcats extend their lead in the bottom of the 4th. Lucy Hahn at 3rd for Demi Alfonso, and Demi comes through with a slapper down the left field line. It's a double for Alfonso and a sprinkler. Hahn up again in the 5th, and Lucy had a day. This single to go with her home run and a triple. Jana Davies scores, and San Mateo has a 10-6 win. Hahn and Alfonso each with big days for the Bearcats. The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes overcoming adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
Tonight I share the story of Kostya Antonov, a gun student athlete whose journey is as unique as the sport he's mastered. The key to success for most student athletes is balance.
I've always liked to kind of move around, run around.
And that is something Kostya Antonov has mastered.
With basketball is always just happening all the time. It's just a really nice, break from my other, school life.
Kostya plays basketball for Gunn High School in the winter and then volleyball in the spring. But year-round, Kostya can be found training for one of the most unique sports there is.
I initially just started unicycling,
where balance is everything.
My dad, I think, learned that there's kind of a group of people that just play unicycle basketball pickup for the past 20 years.
I remember when he was a little kid out here playing and falling and, getting hurt and then getting back up and keeping on going. It's sort of like in his sort of muscle memory, so ingrained at this point since he's been doing it for so many years. He's a critical part of our team.
He can eat, he can drink, he can solve a Rubik's Cube when he is riding a unicycle.
You know, it's fun to have him as a child. Especially when he was little, he was always kind of smiling, positive.
Kostya was born in Russia along with his older sister Natasha, who was born deaf.
We don't have any family history of deafness. Now we know that it's genetics.
And 13 years after Natasha was born, Kostya was also born deaf. At this time, the family was prepared. He received his first cochlear implant at 2 years old.
It took us a while to actually research this entire cochlear implantation thing, because with our daughter, when our daughter was developing, it did not give such advantage.
The surgery was a success, and not long after, the family moved to the United States.
We were looking for a society that is much more accepting to disability like that will give them the opportunity to thrive, or if the society accepts them.
Kostya experienced some delays in speech early on, but over time, he caught up. And at 10 years old, he received his second cochlear implant, giving him hearing in both ears.
I think their first challenge that just having only one cochlear implant was that I can't tell where sound is coming from. I'm always kind of having to look around with my head. Another, I think, challenge for me, especially with sports, these hearing devices can kind of fall off my ears sometimes, and I always have to kind of figure out how to keep them secure, how to prevent them from breaking. So I always, wear a headband. I always have double-sided tape just to keep it secure.
When you talk to him, you will realize that he's not different, that you don't really see the difference.
Studies show people with hearing impairments can face challenges with balance, but those who stay active in sports often develop stronger balance than those who don't. And when it comes to balance and unicycling, the connection speaks for itself.
Unicycle basketball has always just kind of been that culture for me. It's like every week on Tuesdays, I would just go to Berkeley, play some uni hoops.
Kostya has won 2 national championships with his unicycle basketball team.
Nice pass.
His team took home bronze in the World Championships in 2022 and 24. The first was when Kostya was just 14 years old.
He is formally trained with his high school basketball team. He's already been one of our best unicyclists. And so you combine both of those things out here and it makes him nearly unstoppable.
I'm very proud. And I'm happy for him.
I'm proud that that's my kid, that he's so unique.
From everyday balance to competing on the world stage, Kostya is proving that what makes you different can also make you great. Kostya will compete for another national unicycle basketball title this summer. He's incredibly athletic, very talented, and backed by such a great family. There is no doubt he's on track to do something really cool.
That is an amazing thing to watch.
Yes, it
is.
is.
If you could jump on those things, you could really dunk easily. But
well,
I
he
guess,
can jump on it, yeah, but the unicycle is definitely shorter than the hoop, for sure.
That's a crazy talent. Be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
AmeriWest Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Satvik Vasamseti from Mission San Jose talking about outstanding assistant principal Beth Bonomo.
My favorite person at the school is probably my assistant principal named Miss Bonomo. She's my favorite because she always asks me how I'm doing after maybe a bad loss, maybe after a game. We have a secret handshake. That's crazy. She gives me a lot of food last year. She's very caring and everyone likes her a lot.
Coming up, Gilroy takes on Leland in Santa Teresa Division Baseball.
But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by the Bay Area Tutoring Association. To become a tutor, or if you need a tutor, scan the QR code at the end of the tip or contact bayareatutor.org.
Make math practice a habit. You wouldn't skip drills before a big game. Treat math the same way. Set a specific time daily for math practice, whether it's homework, review problems, or SAT prep. Consistency turns math practice into muscle memory for your brain.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home? a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from Maryvest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time
time.
after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Come out and rep the Bay. V's up.
The Bay Area unites on Sunday, April 5th. Fans receive a Golden State Valkyries baseball jersey. The Mets and Giants wrap up the weekend series at Oracle Park. Get tickets at sfgiants.com.
It's opening week in the Santa Teresa division. Both Leland and Gilroy had great preseason success. The Leland Chargers come into this game with a 7-2 record. The Chargers batting .329 as a team.
Gilroy comes into the game with a 7-1 pre-league record. The Mustangs senior Evan Pasama is hitting .545 for Gilroy. The league opener played at Leland on Wednesday.
A beautiful day for baseball in Almaden as Leland hosts Gilroy. Gilroy with a runner on second. Jordan Vesperis ranges over to his right, throws across his body. He got him, and that will end the inning. Leland scores on a bases loaded walk. Then with the bases loaded, one out, the Chargers look for more on a sac fly. Andrew Gamboa gets under it, fires home. Brennan Neander puts on the tag, out. Gamboa with a rocket for an inning-ending double play. Runners on for Neander in the third with 2 outs. The senior singles into right field. Jason Quezada scores. We are tied at 1. Bottom half of the inning with 2 outs. Runners on. The Chargers look to take the lead, but Abram Valdez with a huge leap to make the catch and rob an RBI. We remain tied. Bases loaded for Gilroy in the top of the 6th. Elio DiCarlo drives it into right. Neander scores. Gilroy takes a 2-1 lead. Zach Sun comes in to pitch for the Chargers, gets 2 groundouts, then strikes out the batter looking to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th, Sebastian Camacho leads off with a huge hit. This one reaches the wall. The freshman with a big start to the inning. Then Billy Hendricks with a chopper in front of the plate, and Hendricks will reach as Camacho comes in to tie the game. Chargers work 2 walks in the bottom of the 7th, and Tyler Barikmo sends it over the fielder's head. Joshua Brown rounds third, and Leland will walk it off as the Chargers open league play with a win, 3-2 the final.
This East Bay League softball matchup is Livermore taking on Amador Valley, and we start things off in the top of the 2nd. The Cowboys have a runner on for Isabella Kelton, a swinging bunt, the throw to first gets away. London Jones comes around to score, and Livermore scores 3 times in the inning to lead it 3-0. And the Cowboys looking for more in the 4th, but left fielder Abby Hiller takes the hit away. A great play from the junior. So the bases remain empty for Peyton Williams. It's a high, deep fly ball to left field, and that one is gone. A solo shot for the junior, and it's 4-0 Livermore. Freshman pitcher Peyton Rowe had to take over the reins in this one, and she strikes out the side in the bottom of the 5th. 10 Ks on the day for her, and Livermore tacks on a couple more runs in the 6th. Grace Phillips ropes it to left and comes just a few feet short of a homer. A 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Phillips. Amador Valley gets on the board in the bottom of the 6th when My Falcone hits an absolute no-doubter. That is home run number 7 on the year for the Cornell commit, and it's 6-1 Livermore. Top of the 7th, there are 2 on for the dangerous Peyton Williams, and this is going to be a 3-run homer. She's only a junior, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys ride to a 9-1 win over Amador to improve to 2-0 in East Bay League play. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in the community.
The Lexus of Stevens Creek scholarship phase begins now. Scan the QR code on your screen to vote for your favorite volunteer and help decide who moves on. Voting ends April 12th.
If you're a student looking to earn volunteer hours as a tutor, you can contact our friends at bayareatutor.org.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area. This week we recognize Arlie Souza from Bellarmine. Arlie committed to play his college baseball at Montana State.
Coming up, Piedmont Hills takes on Pioneer in the Mount Hamilton division.
And later it's Leland and Silver Creek in softball. But first, here is the Pacific Pride Student section of the week. This week it's the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagle fans. The Uggs doing their best to help out their boys basketball team, and they did a very nice job. Brought to you by the University of the Pacific, the official higher education partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
The Pioneer Mustangs getting ready on their home field, but it's the Pirates from Piedmont Hills on the board first. 2 on for Diego Gilberts, who ropes a looping liner to left. A diving try, but the ball gets by. Jake Paskert scores. Here comes Josh Gomez, 2-0 Pirates. Meantime, Travis Lenane, who we featured last year, doing great work on the mound, getting the K here. Then 2 on, 1 out for Travis, who lays down a perfect bunt. The Mustangs get the out at first. A runner from third scores, but we've got a pickle. Quinn Jackson tags out the runner, and that's a double play, but a 3-0 Piedmont Hills Pirates lead. The Pirates get 2 more in the third. Gomez sending a rocket deep to left all the way to the wall. It's a leadoff double for Gomez. Josh later scored on an error. 5-0 Piedmont Hills. After 3, top 4, and it's a Lenane ripping a single through the right side. Scoring with a cloud of dust is Joaquin Carlos. It's 6-1 Piedmont Hills. Jake Paskert got hit by 3 pitches in this game, this one with the bases loaded, so Jake gets an RBI for his pain and suffering. 8-1 Pirates, top 5, and here's Gomez again. The talented junior ripping a solid single to left, part of a 3-hit game for Josh. Joaquin Carlos scores, and it's an 11-1 Piedmont Hills lead. Pioneer comes back with 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Griffin Bacon rips a shot just fair on the left field line. Oh, everyone loves Bacon. Ludo Schloter and Preston Bright score, but not enough as Piedmont Hills wins it 11-6. Josh Gomez leading the way.
San Teresa League action with Leland and Silver Creek. Leland gets the scoring going in the first. Holly Hernandez drives it into center. Laudlin Letts advances to third, then breaks for home on the pass ball. Safe, 1-0 Chargers. Still in the first, 2 runners on for Willow Easton. Willow hits it a mile. A 3-run blast for the freshman's first varsity home run, and it makes it 5-0 Chargers. 2 outs in the first. Here's one headed for center where Ariana Ibarra lays out and makes a diving catch to end the inning. A nice play by the junior. Raiders looking to get on the board in the second. Evangelina Cuevas drops it into right center. Kylie Chang comes in to score, but it would be all Chargers in this one. Lily Silva grounds it past the shortstop. Julia Moen scores, make it 12-1 Leland. Then here's Hernandez sending the ball into left field. Bella Johnson comes in to score on this one as Leland wins it 16-3 in 5 innings. The freshman with big days at the plate.
Bernardi Zerata is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week Bernardi Zerata finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Bernardi Zerata hometown hero is longtime baseball umpire Brian Blassingame. Brian has umpired high school ball for 40 years. He also did Division I college games for 10 years and worked 4 years in Australia. Here's Brian behind the plate in 93-degree heat and doing a great job as always last week. Brian Blassingame, this week's Bernardi Zerata hometown hero.
Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the dirty work play each week. Doing the dirty work this week is Mo Overbay from the Woodside softball team. Mo with an outstanding diving catch in center field. Mo Overbay doing the dirty work just like our great folks at Albany's Construction. Coming up, a big East Bay League matchup in softball as Carondelet takes on San Ramon Valley.
And Castro Valley meets Dublin on the hardwood, but first, here is this week's High Five Top 5 hit leaders in Bay Area softball, brought to you by High Five Pizza and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Being a Hall of Famer football player isn't just about making catches and scoring touchdowns. It's about commitment to a team on and off the field. That's why you can trust the team of Bernardi Zerata, official sponsors of the San Francisco 49ers. Just like the hard work and effort I put into winning games, they put the same dedication into fighting for their client. If you're in need of an injury attorney, trust the dedicated team of Bernardi Zerata to be on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer. Expect Euroclinic.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Time now for our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones, courtesy of I was wondering if you were going to point at it. Courtesy of Euroclinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week's game is the East Bay League matchup with San Ramon Valley and Carondelet.
The Cougars from Carondelet come into this game with a 2-0 league record. The Wolves are 2-1. This league will be wild until the very end, so every game is crucial. This is our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
All right, another year of thrilling softball in the East Bay Athletic League, and we've got a good one on tap for you as Carondelet takes on San Ramon Valley. Starting with Carondelet, the Cougars have won 7 of their first 8 games on the season. Reese Albano continues to be a threat in the box, hitting .500 with 13 runs batted in. And the Cougars will go up against Lila McLeod. The Washington commit has a 5-0 record in the circle with a 1.35 ERA and 55 strikeouts.
So let's get right to our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week. Top 1, bases juiced for Angela Gates, who finds the grass to bring home Nori Umene and Kylie Abergina. 2 Zip Cougars. Bottom 2, the Wolves howl back. It's Lilo McLeod lifting this ball out the right center field. That's an RBI double for the junior as Natalie Soon scores. Then it's Maddie Neighbor giving this ball a whack out the dead center. That's also an RBI double as Emily Fu scores. All tied at 2. Then it's Addie Leyes, and Addie gives this baby a ride. Goodbye! Addie's first ever home run of her high school career, 4-2 SRV after 2 innings. Lila had a great game, went 4 innings on the bump, and she also went 3 for 3, which includes this knock in the third. 2 runs would come home to score. Then it's Matt Sakura shooting this ball up the middle for an RBI as Leyes scores. 3 more runs for SRV, and it's 10-2 after 3 innings. Angela Gates had a great game for Carondelet, 2 for 2 with 3 ribbies. Here's one of her knocks bringing home Abergina that resulted in a ground rule double. Then it's Miley Lopez delivering a hard shot out the center to bring home Reese. 11-4 Wolves after 4 innings. But it was all San Ramon Valley in this one. Have yourself a game. Addie Leyes, the Cornell commit, cranks this ball out the center, and you can kiss that ball goodbye. 2 dingers for Addie as SRV rolls past Carondelet, 14-4. So Addie, what was it like hitting your first home run of your high school career?
I didn't expect it to go out, and I was like, there's no way. And the best part about hitting a home run was when I was rounding third, my coach giving me a high five, and my whole teammate just being surrounded. It just made me feel so good and so appreciated.
The Dublin Gales facing Castro Valley Monday night at home, and they get out to an early lead in the first set. Brody DeQuisto receives it. Arian Beretti sets David Din, and the senior puts the point away. And then it's Krishiv Agrawal getting one of his game-high 9 blocks there, and Dublin goes on to take the first. Din, the bump to Beretti, and Tristan Cox lays down the hammer. 25-14, Dublin takes set 1. The Trojans fight back in the second set. Max Fruin with an incredible block there. And then it's Ethan Lunes setting Fruin, and kaboom! But set 2 belongs to the Gales. It goes Ricky Santamaria to Beretti to Rishab Goon. 25-20 the score in set 2. Set 3, DeQuisto receives the serve, Beretti to Din, and David would finish with a team-high 10 kills in this one. Castro Valley pushing for another set. Laith Sala to Lunes, and Alex Wynn, the junior, ties the set at 5, but it's Dublin with match point here. Angkor Ankbayar to Dhruv Vijay Kumar, and Dublin completes the sweep to go to 11-1 on the year. Din leading the way with 10 kills.
What a historic season for the Mission San Jose boys basketball team.
The Warriors heading to the Rikes Center to talk about it with our Jake Vanderbrook this week.
And here's the boys basketball team from Mission San Jose. Yeah! A historic season for the Warriors. Hey, there's a first for everything, right? And I'm starting off with Joseph Stanfield, an outstanding season, winning the program's first ever section title. For boys basketball, Joseph, what does it mean for you to be a part of history, my man?
It means the world to me, just to be able to go out there and accomplish what we did with the guys next to me. A lot of them I grew up with. It just means the world, and the future's looking bright for them. So, really excited to see them next year and see what they can do.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Rising sophomore over here, this is Will Chapman. And Will, just talk about this team and, what's the one thing that stands out the most with this group?
The one thing that stands out the most with this group is got to be our resilience, dealing with injuries and losses early in the season, and how we always bounce back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, clap it up. Yeah. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Brandon White. Now, this guy was averaging a double-double per game. 14 points, 11 boards. I mean, this guy was resilient. An outstanding senior. Definitely going to be missed in the future. But what would you say is the one thing that stands out about this program? And what are you going to miss the most being part of this team?
Being part of the team, I'll definitely miss all the connections it's brought me, like all these friends that I've made, and all the stands, all the fans that have supported us throughout every single game.
Absolutely. Congratulations on an outstanding season. Gentlemen, take us out with a break.
Words on me, words on 3. 1, 2, 3. Warriors!
Delta Dental honors entire teams to perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we recognize the Harker boys basketball team, the boys with a combined 3.795 GPA.
Coming up, Mission Valley League action with James Logan and American.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area baseball poll.
To the Mission Valley League now, where the American Eagles are off to a great start. The Eagles' Micah Boo is getting a lot of cheers. The St. Mary's commit on the bump in this game.
He's not getting booed, he's getting cheered.
They're not saying boo,
No.
they are saying boo.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The Eagles facing James Logan. The Colts' Wesley Vega is batting .455 so far this year. A big league game played at American on Friday.
The James Logan Colts making the short trip down to Fremont to face American Friday afternoon. Micah Boo pitched well for American. The St. Mary's bound senior getting the strikeout to start the game. Then in the bottom half of the first, Micah Boo grounds one to third. The Colts get the out at first, but Eric Kieses comes in to score. 1-0 American after 1. The Eagles looking for more in the third, but Rikai Williams snags the liner for 1, then touches second base for the unassisted double play as the Colts get out of the jam. 2-1 for the Eagles in the fourth, but once again Logan gets out of it as Amado Virrey Santos gets the big-time strikeout. Still 1-0 American Eagles after 4. The Colts finally break through in the fifth. Virrey Santos shoots the ball to right field. That will drop in for a base hit. Colton Stevens scores, and the game is tied at 1. Next batter, Rikai Williams, and Rikai lines one to left field for another base hit. Andres Oseguera scores as the Colts take a 2-1 lead. Micah Boo buckles down from there as the future Gil gets his 8th strikeout of the game to end the 5th inning. Amado Virrey Santos pitched 6 scoreless innings in relief for the Colts. Amado striking out the side in order to end it as the Colts improve to 2-0 in the Mission Valley League. Amado Virrey Santos with 8 strikeouts in relief for the victorious James Logan Colts.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week it is Bo Musser from the Los Gatos baseball team. Bo with a very impressive 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Earlier this month, lower school students raised nearly $37,000 for the American Heart Association during the annual Kids Heart Challenge, as students took part in a variety of physical activities to promote heart-healthy lifestyles. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Leland Chargers. This is Tyler Barrickmo with a double out to left field, and it's a walk-off for the Chargers. They were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here's this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Teens have many pressures on their time, such as grades, athletics, and financial responsibilities. When possible, encourage your teen to get a part-time job to earn their own money and learn how to budget and spend. Many banks and credit unions offer easy online account opening, so you can help your teen set up an account independently.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week each week. The winner receives the backpack, hat, and headphones, courtesy of Service by Medallion.
It says sporty headphones.
Sporty headphones. They're sporty.
Yeah, the old guy wrote that. Here it is, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
Let's start off in College Park. Nate Gaskell with a diving catch in right field. How about Abby Hiller from Amador Valley diving for the catch in left field? But Andrew Gamboa had a game for Gilroy. He throws out the runner at the plate here. And then later in the game, he dives in center and makes the catch. But the Play of the Week goes to Oriana Ibarra from Silver Creek, diving for the catch in center to end the inning. And she was all smiles. It's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
That's the play of the week. That's my line. That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the Oakland Tech baseball player coping with the loss of his grandfather. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.